This video will walk you through saving documents to Worldox. Before we get started, let's talk some theory. One of the primary functions of the Worldox document management software is to make documents easy to find by many different people who may think of information in different ways. This goal is achieved by saving documents consistently and providing many different methods using indexing for finding files. Worldox guides users to save documents with relevant information to make searching intuitive and efficient. Here are some fundamentals of Worldox. In order to save and search for documents using Worldox, you must have Worldox open. Worldox manages collections of documents organized into cabinets. Each document in a cabinet has a profile associated with it. The fields in a document's profile are dependent on which cabinet the document resides in. Each document has assigned a unique document ID number. Each profile within a cabinet has a number of fields. Most fields are tied to code lookup tables. Each code within a code lookup table has a description associated with it for human readability. To open Worldox, you'll simply double-click on the Worldox desktop shortcut. This will open the Worldox document management software. I can tell that Worldox is open. I can see it in the system tray by my clock. I can see the work zone icon here at the top. We'll talk more about that later. And the Worldox icon is here in the system tray by the clock. To close Worldox, you right-click on the Worldox icon in the system tray by the clock and choose Close Worldox. Now that Worldox is opened, I can save a document to the Worldox document repository simply by selecting the Save button in my Word document. This is going to open a Worldox profile card. When you save a document to Worldox, you complete a Worldox profile for the document, aka profiling. Here's an example of a Worldox profile card. To choose which cabinet you want to save your document to, you can select the drop-down arrow here at the right of the cabinet. This will display a list of your cabinets. The profile fields that appear in each cabinet are dependent on which cabinet you choose. Notice these change as I change cabinets. As a general rule of thumb, documents that pertain to a client and a particular investment account number, like an account application, belong in the Accounts cabinet. Documents that pertain to a client but not a particular investment account belong in the Client cabinet. To file a document, you must complete the required fields. Those are indicated by the red asterisk on the right-hand side of the field. There are 3 ways to access what we call code lookup tables. A code lookup table is a predefined list of items to choose from when saving and searching for documents. Using values in code lookup tables ensures that everyone is filing consistently because for the most part, Worldox fields require that you select a value from a lookup table to file a document. There are 3 ways to view a code lookup table. The first is to select the actual field on the left-hand side. This will present you with a code lookup table. You can choose from any of these values. Another way to view field code lookup tables is to select the drop-down arrow and choose Browse Account Table. This will also present you with the code lookup table. Each table contains both field codes and descriptions. Here is an example of a field code table. Some of the fields in the code lookup tables are linked to others. For example, the account numbers are linked to the particular client. Now that you understand code lookup tables, we can begin saving documents to Worldox. To save a document to Worldox, again, you must fill out a profile card. From the document you wish to save, select the Save button, and Worldox will intercept the Save dialog. Select the appropriate cabinet from the drop-down menu. Now complete the required fields. Select the button on the left, and double-click the value in the code lookup table. Finally, we must give the document a description or a file name. Now we can click OK to save our document. This document has now been saved to Worldox. Now let's cover some shortcuts for saving a document to Worldox. Again, I'm going to select the Save button to save my document. Like filling in the profile card faster. The first way to make filling in the profile card faster is to select the drop-down arrows on the right-hand side of the field. Worldox remembers the last 5 clients you've saved documents for in this particular cabinet. You can quickly and easily select those from the list. That's very useful if you're saving several different documents for the same client. Another quick way to populate the profile card is using the quick profile templates on the left-hand side of your screen. If you do not see this window, maybe yours looks like that, you can choose the Quick Profile tab, and here are your quick profiles. Right-click on that tab to make it your default if you want to use these. Now I'm going to clear out my previously entered information and choose from a quick profile template. By double-clicking on the quick profile template, Worldox will automatically fill in the appropriate cabinet, category, and doc type, or whatever the quick profile template defines. From here, you would put any unique information about the file into the profile card by using your drop-downs or other techniques. This is great when you want to file documents to Worldox, but what happens if you have a particular document that you don't want filed into Worldox? Do you have to close the application? No. You can cancel your save by clicking the Save button, and when the profile card opens, you'll notice on the right-hand side there's a Save Outside of Worldox button. Click that. Worldox will then get out of the way, and you can then save the document to your Windows folder tree or any other location you wish. Next, we'll discuss the use of the Work Zone icon. Using Work Zone is a simple way to file any type of file to Worldox. The Work Zone icon is on your desktop, and it looks like this. For example, if I go to save a Notepad document, Worldox does not pop when I try to save it. I don't get a profile card. Therefore, I can save the document temporarily to my desktop, and then drag and drop the document onto the Work Zone icon. This will open a profile card, and I would profile this document as I would any other. Now we'll discuss some special Save As dialogues that are found in both Word and Excel. There are several different methods for replacing a file. For example, if you've opened a document and you want to add something to it, I can then just select the Save button. That will overwrite the original, and you're all set to go. Some of you are in the habit of doing a file save as, which is totally fine. You can do that here too. If you choose File Save As, Worldox will present you with three options at the bottom. The first is to replace the file, the second is to save as a version, and the third is to save as a brand new file. Selecting Replace File will replace the existing file in the document repository. Save as version 2, or whatever the current version is, will add an additional version of the document, and you can revert back and see prior versions. Finally, Save as New File will open up a profile card so you can use this document and refile it under a different client perhaps, or have a completely different profile altogether. This is great to use for templates. You can now save documents to Worldox quickly and efficiently. Stay tuned for our video on searching for documents in Worldox.